villagers. Then it moved toward those villagers at a velocity that made it almost inescapable. When it arrived at the huts in those villages, it wrapped around those people like a cloak of death. There was nothing they could do. With only carbon dioxide to breathe, they passed out and died fairly quickly from suffocation. Some people survived, but not many. Joseph, who's very much a real person, was one of those survivors. He woke up at one point, but then collapsed again. He recalled seeing red on his trousers, his body covered in what he called a starchy mess. Later, in an interview, he said, "I wanted to speak, my breath would not come out." He wasn't even in the worst hit village, which was one of the reasons why he survived. After seeing his daughter lifeless and then seeing how much of the village was dead, he got on his motorbike and headed over to the village of Wulm. This is what he said about that perilous journey. "I didn't see any sign of a living thing. When I got to Wulm, I was unable to walk, even to talk. My body was completely weak. When he arrived there, he was met with utter devastation. He could not even have..." Be honest, do you really want to watch a video that looks like this? There's a good reason why presenters use images and visualizations while they talk, because it's what makes people pay attention. With a doodly animation, your audience will pay much more attention than just you speaking to a camera. It looks much more professional. It's incredibly easy, and you just need a one. Could not even have imagined in his worst nightmare. Death everywhere. People were just lying in the road, collapsed over fences, dead cows, and the hundreds were lying in the fields. Chickens, pet dogs, all just lying on the ground, not breathing. Still, in a few of the huts, there were some people still breathing, but only just. Some of them would wake up in a day or two only to find every single member of their family had passed away. It seemed impossible. I guess to a Western audience, something straight out of an apocalyptic movie. Word soon got to the Western scientists. Nobody had heard of a catastrophic event of such magnitude. What just happened? Soon, newspaper headlines read things like aid and scientists flown into Cameroon. Teams of experts from North America and Europe booked their flights hoping they might solve this mystery of this mass death. Why would so many people just die and there not be any clear sign of what did it? It seemed at first to be what's called outgassing. This is when gas has been trapped and it suddenly gets released. But what happened at Lake Nile isn't common at all. In fact, it was a strange thing indeed. The worst kind in recorded history. The scientists first had to understand just what had come out of the lake and what had made that water spray into the air with such violence. They lowered containers into the lake so they might just check what was in the tank. They were shocked to find that when they poured some of those containers to the top, the lids blew off. What was certain is that there was so much carbon dioxide in the water that it created enough pressure to cause the lids to blow. What had happened at the lake, they agreed, was a limnic eruption. This is when dissolved carbon dioxide is somehow displaced from the bottom of the lake. And as happened in this case, a large cloud of gas moved through the air, killing most living things on its path. Everything caught in this great suffocation and suffocates. The human death toll was almost 1,800, with over 3,500 livestock dying, all in an area of 16 miles of the lake. These events are incredibly rare, but it had happened before, again in Cameroon. At Lake Manasses,